Yogis, it's Kim. We're going to work on Chaturanga today, so we'll do some drills to prep and then a little tutorial. We're going to build some full body strength here. Not too much flow, but just a nice short little workout. So I'm going to recommend a block if you don't have one. A book or another prop will work. We're going to start in a comfortable seat. We're going to be starting with breath of fire. If you are pregnant or have high blood pressure, go ahead and skip this breath work. You can fast forward to Navasana or boat pose. However, if you're with me, we're going to be doing, it's going to be a sharp exhale out the nose, and it's going to come from the deep low belly. So it's a very forceful exhale here, and the inhale is involuntary. So we'll take the low belly, we'll kind of bring it back towards the spine and then lift it up. That's going to force the air out of your nose. The diaphragm will get involved, and the inhale just happens. So find your seat. We'll take one full breath together before beginning. So inhale completely. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Begin. And release that. Good. We're going to take that into Navasana boat pose. Gather the knees, bring them together. We're going to find our sit bones on the earth. Bring your feet out a little in front of you. Zipper the legs together. And then start by coming up just on the toes here. Bring the hands below the belly button. Take just a moment to find that part of the body. Again, sink that low belly down away from the hands and then lift it up towards the heart. So we get taller using those deep core muscles. Keeping that engagement here, you can float the feet off of the earth. If you'd like, you can reach the arms out in front of you. If you want an extra challenge, they'll come up by the ears. Additional extra challenge would be to begin to straighten the legs, but make sure that low belly is sinking down towards the spine and lifting up. We'll bring our breath of fire in. One full breath together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Begin. Hold Navasana, but release the breath work. Lift the feet a little higher, get a little taller through the crown of the head. See if you can shake a little bit here. Good, release that. Roll forward onto the hands and knees, tabletop pose. So let's set up the hands first. Spread the fingers here. The index finger should be roughly parallel, so facing towards the top of the mat. If you're having wrist issues, you can rotate a little further out to the sides. Ground through the base of the pointer finger and the thumb here. And then as you do that, sort of grab the earth with all of the fingertips. So the whole hand is strong as we're grounded. Lift slightly through the back of the heart, so push the earth away. Again, gather through that deep low belly, in and up. And then we're just going to take some wrist circles here, warming up the wrists some. Kind of moving around, shifting the weight. Continuing to be strong in each fingertip. So thumb, pointer, middle, ring, and pinky finger. Good. We're always working to have strong connections here so we can build from our base. So in as yogis, we not only have to be strong on our feet, we have to be strong on our hands as well, especially as we're dealing with things like plank and chaturanga. From here, wing the elbows out to the sides. Keep the low belly turned on. You can tuck the toes and then wrap the elbows back like they have little magnets and they're magnetizing towards each other here. Keep that little bend in the elbows. And then from here, straighten the arms, neutralize the spine, push the earth away so the shoulder blades come away from each other and slide down the side body. Once again, bend the elbows out to the sides, wrap them so the elbows reach behind you, magnetize the inner elbows together, engage through the deep low belly. And then even here, without extending the elbows, push the heart up towards the ceiling. Let the shoulder blades slide down the side body. Now hover the knees up, beast pose. Keep the elbows magnetizing towards each other. And then release the knees back down. Lift the knees back up. Release them back down. Lift them back up. Release, lift, release. Left elbows magnetize, release. Left open back of the heart, release. Left keep the belly on, release. Left keep opening back of heart, release. Left reach forward through the crown of the head, release. Left hold it. Good, and then lower yourself onto your feet. So we're sitting on our shins here. Just take some little wrist rolls. We're going to set up a side plank here on the forearms. So bring the left forearm parallel to the top of the mat and set up your side plank. Step the feet back. You'll be on the outside edge of the left foot. Right foot will stack on top. Bring the right hand to the left armpit and then slide it about a third of the way down towards the hip. And leave the right hand there for a moment. Press into the left forearm to get nice and strong and lift using the side body. You should feel a muscle turn on underneath of this right hand here. So press into the earth to feel this muscle turn on. Keep that muscle firing. Bring the right hand to the right rib. Knit it in. Engage through the deep low belly, power through the legs. This here should be work. You can stay here, or you can take the right fingers, extend through the arm, bring the fingertips to the earth. Keep pressing the left forearm. Reach the right arm up. Right fingers to the earth. Reach the right arm up. Right fingers to the earth. Reach the right arm up. Right fingers to the earth. Reach the right arm up. One more. Press on the left forearm. Right fingers to the earth. Reach the right arm up. Good. Come back through center here. We're going to find tabletop. So plant the right hand, lift the left hand. One cat-cow. Let's just move the spine. Pull the heart through the biceps. Tilt the tailbone up. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, push the earth away, let the scapula spread, cat the spine, tuck the chin, gather through the deep low belly. Come back to center, strong fingertips. We'll find that side plank on the other side. Right forearm to the mat, parallel to the top of the mat. You're going to step the feet back and come onto the right side of the foot. Left foot stacks on top. Bring the left hand to the right armpit and then slide it about a third of the way down towards the waist. Push into the right forearm. Feel that muscle underneath the left hand fire up. That's your serratus, that's your push muscle. It's incredibly important in our yoga practice. Keep that push muscle on. Bring the left hand to the left rib. Knit that rib in. Deep low belly comes back and lifts up towards the heart. Legs turn on. Everything is working. So keep the push. You can stay here. Or left fingers come to the earth. Reach the left arm up. Left fingers to the earth. Reach the left arm up. Left fingers to the earth. Keep the low belly firing. Reach the left arm up.
Left fingers to the earth. Keep pushing into the right forearm. Lift the left arm up. Left fingers to the earth. Lift the left arm up. Good. Back to center here. We're just going back to tabletop. So roll around. Set up the strong, grippy fingers in tabletop. One cat-cow. Open the heart. Lift the tailbone. And then tuck the tailbone. Open the back of the heart. Push the earth away. From here, come up on the fingertips. Just a little movement. We're going to step the right foot up between the hands, and you'll start to bend and extend the right knee. We're just warming up the hamstring for a moment here. If you want to shift the hips around, if you want to hold still with an extended knee, anything that feels like it's finding a little extra space in your body. Layer your breath onto that. Use it to find a little more space. Good. So we're going to go either to Warrior 3 or Standing L. That's your choice. We'll plant the right hand. This is where your prop can come in handy. So tuck the back toes, extend the right leg, lift the left leg. If you want Standing L, put the hands up on a prop so that we have a nice long line with the upper body here. If you want the added challenge, hands can come to prayer. Most important alignment here are the hips leveling. So if you need to bend the right knee a little to accomplish that, you can. Even here, hollow out through the low belly. Open some through the back of the heart. Get strong through the right toes. Shiva squat. We'll do 2 to start. Bend the right knee, bend the left knee, tuck the left thigh behind the right knee. Re-extend Warrior 3 or Standing L. Shiva squat, bend the knees left behind right. Re-extend Warrior 3. Good. Bring the right hand sort of to the right glutes here. So kind of on the, a little bit on the outside of the tush. We're going for these here on the outside. Keep pulling the right hip back in space. So we're going to try and use these glutes. Feel them fire. Press the right foot into the earth so you feel the glute fire up some. Keep them on. Shiva squat. Bend both knees. Left behind right. Re-extend Warrior 3 or Standing L. Shiva squat. Use the glute. Re-extend. Shiva squat, use the glute, re-extend. Keep the low belly working. One more, Shiva squat, re-extend. Good, step the left foot next to the right. Bring the prop as you come up to standing. Place your prop in between your thighs here. Bite the prop. So we've turned on the legs now. We're pressing them together. Hollow through the low belly, reach up through the crown of the head. Reach the arms out in front of you, palms down. And then pull the fingertips towards the face here. Find those deep armpit push muscles, your serratus. Use them to press the hands away from you. Once again, keeping that push. Gather through the deep low belly, pull it back and up. Bite the prop here. Let everything turn on. Come up on the toes as high as you can on the big toe. Breathe space into the back body. And then lower the heels. Nice gentle forward fold. Release your block. Bend the knees as much as you would like. Take a breath. Tabletop. Hands to the earth. Step the knees back. We're going to add on a little bit here. Strong fingers. 2 scapular push-ups. So find that engagement of the core. Leave the spine neutral. Use the deep serratus, the deep armpit push muscles to push the earth away. Spread the scapula. Let them slide down the side body. And then still keeping the spine neutral, reach forward through the crown of the head. Pull the shoulder blades together, retraction, and then slightly pull them towards the waist. Once again, spine is neutral. Push, separate the scapula,
protraction, and then retraction, neutral spine, scapula come together on the back body and slide slightly down. Find the push, protraction, open through the back of the heart. Use the deep push muscles, gather through the low belly, strong fingertips. Bend the elbows out to the sides, wrap them around, tricep wrap, tuck the toes, refine the push, refine the low belly, hover the knees, beast pose once again. We're not here as long. Lower the knees back down. Come up on the fingertips. Step the left foot up between the hands. And we're just moving. We're just warming up through that other hamstring here. Forward and back. Move the hips if you'd like. Hold still if that feels good. Layer your breath onto this. Good. Standing L or warrior three. So you've got your prop if you need it. Plant the left foot, tuck the back toes if they're not. Lift the right leg up. Option, hands on that prop so you get this long spine still. Have all the right toes face the earth. There can be a little bend in the left knee. You can float the hands up to prayer. Hollow out through the deep low belly. Reach forward through the crown of the head. Level out the hips. Shiva squat. Bend the left knee, bend the right knee, tuck right behind left. Re-extend, warrior three or standing L. Shiva squat, bend both knees, right behind left. Re-extend, pause. Left hand to that left glute, sort of on the outside of the hip. Make sure that hip is pulling back in space. Press into the earth to fire some through that glute. Keep the low belly working. Keep the right leg working. Shiva squat. Bend both knees, right behind left. Re-extend. Shiva squat. Re-extend. Shiva squat. Re-extend. Shiva squat. Re-extend. Good, you guys. Step the right foot next to the left one more time. Bring the block or prop between the thighs. Stand up straight. Grip the block. Hollow through the deep low belly. Reach the arms in front of you. Pull the fingernails towards the face as you push the hands away. Using those deep armpit muscles. Come up high on the toes. So as we hollow the low belly and fire the legs, just slightly, most of us are pressing the hip points forward in the standing position. Forward fold, release everything. Just a nice gentle fold. Bend the knees if you would like. Take a full breath. Good. From here, hands to the earth. Step back to tabletop. And then this time from our tabletop, we're going to walk the knees back. So we still have the shins on the earth, but as we walk the knees back and restack the shoulders over the wrists, we're going to try and make a straight line from the knees to the crown of the head here. Strong fingers, one scap, push up. Push the earth away, spread the shoulder blades. Low belly's firing, serratus is firing. Retraction, shoulder blades come together and down. Again, protraction, push scapula spread. Hold that. Bend the elbows straight back, magnetize them together. And go just about halfway or maybe even only a third of the way bent. Refine the low belly, fire through the legs and the glutes, protract the shoulders, push your way back up. Good, you guys. You can repeat that. Or tuck the toes, lift the knees. Strong fingers, strong legs. Deep low belly, glutes fire, protract, look down. From here, point the toes. Go 1/4 of the way. Bend the elbows straight back, magnetize them together, pause. Open through the back of the heart. Good, push back up. Lower the knees. Take a breath.
We'll do that again. I'm going to cue lowering a third of the way. You can repeat lowering a quarter of the way. Firm up through the hands, tuck the toes. Option to lift the knees, fire the legs, hollow deep low belly. Protract shoulders, gaze down, reach forward through the crown of the head. Point the toes, elbows straight back, lower 1/3 of the way, pause. Open through the back of the heart, protract shoulders, remagnetize elbows, fire through the legs, push back up, high plank, lower the knees, sit back, take a breath. One more, you guys. We're going to go full Chaturanga Dandasana this time. So we will lower until we are in line with this upper arm bone, with our humerus. We will not go to have the elbow beyond, because once the elbows go beyond, we're going to start to collapse the heart and go into retraction and hyperextension. So we want to keep that strong push the whole time. So go in line with the upper arms. If that's too much, just go 1/3 of the way, just go 1/4 of the way. It's a wonderful way to build strength. Firm through the fingers, tuck the toes, fire the legs, push the earth away, hollow deep low belly, point the toes, elbows straight back, lower halfway, pause, refirm everything, protract, fire legs, push back up, high plank. Excellent. That is your true Chaturanga. Good work, you guys. Roll out the wrists. Sitting here on your shins, interlace the hands behind the low back. Roll the shoulders down and open. Breathe space into the collarbones. You can tuck the chin if that feels good. So oftentimes, I see people either sort of flopping hips first all the way to the earth, or dive bombing, letting the shoulders round forward as they go down into Chaturanga. And both of those can cause shoulder issues over time. They also usually indicate that we're not using some of those low belly and those push muscles enough. So working on those small steps, building up to Chaturanga to build the strength, will let you create a lasting practice. Good. Thank you all so much for joining today.